Hello, welcome back to another video of JavaScript. In this video we will talk about object data types. So first we will discuss about the object, then we will discuss about the array and then function. So in this video we will not cover all the concepts of arrays, all the concepts of objects and all the concepts of functions, but I will try to demonstrate that these are the data type that we can use in our programming language. So when we will reach to that particular topic, for example object topic or array topic or function topic, then on those videos we will discuss each and everything regarding the arrays and function. Before moving to those part, if you will be able to understand and if you have the knowledge about these are the data types, then in the further videos it will be easier for me to explain the concept little bit easier, and you will be able to learn this concept very quickly. So we already discussed about the primitive data type. So if you want to declare an object in JavaScript, then you have to specify these types of syntax. So you have to specify let, and then you have to specify a variable name, or it is a object name, and inside this curly bracket you have to specify the key value pair. So here the key is nothing but a kind of a string value, and after the colon you have to specify the value of that related key. It means it can be any data type, so the value can be any primitive data type you can specify over here. So it can be age of a person, the age equals to 26, you can age colon 26, you can specify, you can give name colon, then you have to specify the name. If it will be a floating point number, that you can specify, and if there will be more than one key value pair, then you have to specify the comma over here, and you can give the key value pair one by one. Okay, so this way you can declare a object type of variable. Now we'll discuss about how we can declare an array in JavaScript. So for that you have to use this kind of syntax. So we have to specify the let and the array name. So you can give any name because this one is the identifier, and after that you have to use the assignment operator, and then you can give 1, 2, 3 like this. So this will be the first index value, this one is the second index and third index, and this will be the index value will be start from 0, 1 and 2, and the value inside this, it can be any data type. So you can specify also the string value as well as floating point number, and you can specify the items inside the array as any kind of data type you can use. So array represents an ordered collection of value. So ordered means 1, 2, 3, you can see this is the ordered value, right? So whenever you want some ordered collection, then you should use the array as a data type. Okay, now next we'll move to the function. Okay, now if you want to declare a function, the basic syntax of it will be like this one. Okay, so for example you can see over here that you have to specify the let, and you have to keep the function name over here, and then you have to use the function keyword, and you have to specify the parenthesis, and you have to give the second bracket over here, and inside this second bracket you can write your code for this particular function. Okay, and if you want to call this particular function using the function variable name, you can call the function itself, right? And you can see that inside these two bracket, this one is nothing but this is the scope of a function. So whatever the variable you will declare inside this particular function, it will be its own variable. Okay, so it's very much important. So you can write any number of line inside this particular function, and further in our later point our function videos we will discuss about there are different types of function declarations are there, different types of function notation is there. So we'll discuss about that in those videos. But remember that if you want to declare a function, this one is nothing but an example of anonymous function, because we are not giving any name in this particular function, but we are assigning a function inside a variable. So you have to remember that, and this variable will be applicable, or this variable will be called, this variable will be used to call this particular anonymous function. So if you want to call it, then what you have to do, you just have to give the name of the function variable name, or like this one, give the bracket, and then you can give semicolon. So this way you can call a function. So these are nothing but the reference type, you can say. This one is the reference type of the function. So function represents a reusable block of code. So what is the use of it? If you want to call a multiple number of times, then it is possible. So you have to just call this particular function with this variable name, then you can call this function as many as possible. Now I'll show you that how we can check the type of this variable. So for that, we already know that we have a type of there is a keyword called type of. Using that keyword you can check the variable types, right, by the code. So for example, we have a object here. So if you want to check the variable type, what you have to do, you just have to write this particular line, console.log type of, then you have to specify object var, and let me save it and I'll show you that what it will print in the console. So if we'll click over here, you can see, that it is showing the object. So this one is nothing but the object, and any object can be a blank object. So if will not specify any key value pair, and if it will blank, so if we'll remove the key value pair and if we'll save it, it will be a blank, and if we'll now run it, you can see that it is showing the same result. So now this particular object where is nothing but the object, but it is not having any key value pair, but still it is a object. Now let me try to show the type for this array var. Okay, now what we will do, I'll just type the code for it, and you can see over here that we have to specify type of arr var, and if we'll save it and if we'll run it, you will be able to see that it is showing the object. So arrays are nothing but the object, and it's of type of the object. So you have to remember this point, arrays are nothing but this is the type of object. Now we'll move to the next part, that is the function. So if you want to check the type of the function also, just write this particular code and just save it, and if you'll run it, you'll be able to see that it is showing the function. And there is another type of function notation that is called the arrow function. Now I want to show one more notation for the function, that is the arrow function. So instead of function keyword, you have to specify the equal and this particular symbol which is look like arrow, and you have to remove this particular block of code. Instead of this, we can specify 2 plus 3 here. Okay, and you have to just give the arrow from this position to this position, and just you have to save it. This one also one type of function that I want to show you. Okay, so now if we'll save the code and if we'll try to run it, so before that let me clear it. Okay, and if we'll now click on this button, you can see that still it is showing the function. So this one is nothing but the arrow function notation. So this particular function var is a variable of type function. Functions in JavaScript are reusable block of code that can be invoked or called with or without parameters. So if you want to now print this particular value 2 plus 3 in our console, that is also possible. So you have to just write console.log, and inside the console you have to specify 2 plus 3, and you can save it, and using the function var you can call your function. Okay, and if you want to run it, just save it and just click over the run button. You can see that it is printing 5 as a value. 2 plus 3 is 5. Now our agenda here was to show the object data types, how we can declare and use it. Okay, so in the related video, object video, we'll show you how we can use it, insert, update, delete for this object particular variable. So in our object related videos, we'll discuss about all the operations related to objects. For example, read, insert, update, all these things we will show you. As well as for the array, we will show you the operations insert, update, delete, how you can view the index value. We will discuss about in our array videos. In the similar fashion, when we will reach to the function, we will go to the depth of the function and we will explore each and everything. So that's it for this particular video for the object data type. In our later videos, we will discuss more points. So in our later videos, you will be using all this kind of variable in your projects. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.